Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to another episode of Rolling with Ace Friday. You know what I'm saying? Episode 38. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoyed 37 and going deep dive into some of those things. So yeah. But anyway, before we get into anything, as always, what we rolling on? We rolling up that sack. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So fat ass nubs in there. Take a look at that shit. Take a look at that, boy. Hold on, let me put the light right there so you can. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, if you had smell-o-vision, you would have smelt it. That shit booming. But yeah, that's what we rolling up. I say earthy vibes, maybe an OG, maybe not. I got it from my partner, so all of this should be gas regardless. So yeah, grab y'all shit, grab what y'all rolling on. And of course, you know what I'm saying, I got the THC tray with the raw papers, and of course, I got the chillum. So it just depends on what we got going on. But yeah, grab y'all shit, roll it up. You know what I'm saying? If you got something already input like I do, go ahead and spark that shit too, real. Let's get into it. My girl's I rap like I've been here before. I've been clipped before. Over the hip for sure.
shit. Play school, making money, crash course, taking everything if you don't give me what I asked for. Breaking everything from scratch, cooking on the dashboard. 12 foot, no fuck with the task force. Money, power, spare around my head, what I asked for.
Alright, welcome back, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got y'all shit, you know what I'm saying? Fire that doink up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Muller. But anyway, before we get into anything, what we reading on, you feel me? Alright, so, the main two I'm still reading. This is my third time reading The Way of the Spirit, man, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? This is actually my second copy. But my third actual physical book. It was like the third time I read it with this. I had to read it every time with a different copy. I gave my uncle his book back, stuff like that. So yeah. And then we moving on to the entrepreneur side of things, smarter, faster, cheaper, non-boring, fluff-free strategies for marketing and promoting your business. You know what I'm saying? So this is by David Siteman Garland. If anybody know, you know what I'm saying? The Siteman family, the cancer researchers. This is their son, one of their sons. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got a sign from him, so I appreciate that too. But yeah, this is his book. So these are the two books: entrepreneurship, self-development. You feel me? So these are the two I'm in between reading on right now. So yeah, the word of the week that's been the word of the week for the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Reprehensible. You know what I'm saying? Deserving, censure, or condemnation. Condemnation. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. And then, of course, the song of the week for show by 773 Pluto, you feel me? So, yeah. Other than that, everything's going out. Go check the link in the descriptions, you know what I'm saying? Go to Instagram _me.zo, you know what I'm saying? Go check out. Say you use code lucky number 7 at checkout. Say you some cheddar cheese, you feel me? 2, check out 2 of my photography homies. One of them, the Visionary, _7 on Instagram. That's TTHEVISIONARY _7. And then the other one is gonna be Mac Media, MICKMEDIA. You know what I'm saying? I keep wanting to do the Mickey shit. MICKEYMIUSE. I still spelled that shit wrong, but oh well. But yeah, go check both of them out. Those will be in the description. You feel me? Their Instagrams will be in the description. Instagram handles, you know what I'm saying? Check out Put On Notice, you know what I'm saying? Because we got some fire shit coming. But yeah, check out the description. There's a lot of links, a lot of helpful shit in the description. You can go to there. Don't rely on me saying it in here. But today, we're going to finish about talking about the Clonaid shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we'll revisit it once I redo my whole setup to where you can see my screen and shit. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Clonaid shit. Let's get into it. Let's get back into it. I got to... Oh, there you go. I was like, shit, I gotta find it first. Yeah. So, the whole shebang about this. Okay, so, but before we get into the Clonaid shit, we're gonna talk about the Charleston White situation real quick. You know what I'm saying? I seen about how Charleston White how he laid out his whole thing about his whole experience with Aiden Ross, right? And this is what I gotta say with this. This is the entertainment industry ran by Jews, and he's exposing the shit from the Jew side. Dealing with, you feel me? So by all means, he is telling exactly how the industry does it, the entertainment industry, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping y'all can still see me when I'm turning this off. But yeah, he's basically telling it what it is from this side of the industry. Like that's the type of shit that motherfuckers gotta deal with. Like you going through their gatekeepers to get you in and get you these big ass contracts, and they want you to do all this gay shit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Charleston White's story. I'll leave a link in the description to that on Say Cheese TV. He took a whole 2 hours to explain himself. So it was very informative, and it's very he bringing awareness to the situation of the entertainment business. Cause yeah, once you make it past $50 million, oh yeah, good luck, buddy. When you get in certain clubs and certain people in the entertainment industry, you're going to be bumping shoulders with the motherfuckers that really run it, the Jews, the 13 families. Those people are what's really running in the fucking countries. You know what I'm saying? This fucking country in particular. So don't be surprised if somebody cold approaches him. And then the whole story, like, he tried to get another black person to get him to get into doing all this gayish things, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So that was another thing that was very weird. They use your own people against you, bro. They do it in the music industry all the time. You feel me? You either gotta sacrifice your own people, or you gonna get ushered in through your own black gatekeepers. You feel me? So, yeah. Their whole situation, I salute to Charleston White. I don't know if you ever gonna see this or not, but yeah. By all means, just keep talking about this shit, cause don't nobody believe this shit goes on. You know what I'm saying? You just proving a point about how it is in the entertainment industry, and how these people, once they hit a certain threshold of money or a net worth, then the shit they go on and do, this is what they do, you know what I'm saying? And this is before even the all-white party. Mind you, he didn't even get the chance to, he was going around young Jew millionaires. A young Jew millionaire, Aiden Ross, $100 million, you know what I'm saying? $100 million contract with Kick streaming and shit. So he with the young Jew, you know what I'm saying? And the young Jew setting him up, doing all these different things on camera, trying to see if he gonna bend or break character or do something different, you know what I'm saying? To see if he fit the image of getting the contract for them, with his company, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta realize that these companies, these corporations they run by religions, basically. And the most specific one, the Jews. You feel me? But I do like how he's attacking the situation and airing everything out, but also sometimes how he can kind of come off makes it seem like as if he doing this shit for shock value or stuff like that. But if you actually sit there and watch his interviews, especially with Say Cheese, because Say Cheese let him actually explain himself, he talked how he carry himself, he's actually, like, it actually makes sense to what he does. So I don't knock him for none of shit he do. Everything to me sound real as fuck, because that's just how the industry is. And yeah, once you go look at this old Hollywood film, this old Hollywood documentary I was just looking at, how the Universal Studios was started and how Hollyweird was started. You know what I'm saying? They was started in New York, and then they moved to California because the white dudes did something shady in New York. Then they became bigger in Hollyweird. Then they did the Universal Studios in Florida. And what's that? That's 3, right? 3. And then you link them all together, you just directly draw a straight line, point to point to each one of them. They make a triangle regardless of the fact, whichever way you go. Oh, you know what I mean? All this shit has symbolism. All this shit got shit going on with. At the end of the day, Charleston White, I work with Charleston White, bro. Cause like, the shit he was saying back then, you can tell that shit was really shock value. But how he articulate and how he carry himself now, it's like, damn, you ain't got shit, you can't do shit but respect the dude for it. So yeah, I would love to get him on the podcast. We could talk about some of this shit for real, and get in deeper. But if you ever see this, you know what I'm saying, Charleston White, I know you do like $8,000 interviews, $10,000 interviews, 20 grand shows and all that stuff. Look, if you do see this, you feel me? I just want to have a conversation with you, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just 5 minutes, I'll take 5 minutes of your time and I'll let you go on about the rest of your day, you feel me? I just feel like I have this thing, like I kind of can know some shit from you. So just based off your experiences, just hearing how you is, you know what I'm saying? How they was referring you to uncle shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to find some uncles. So yeah, Charleston White, if you see this, or if your managers, your team see this, you know what I'm saying? Just holler at me, you feel me? Just holler at me. I just want to have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Let's sit down, chat it up, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to smoke on camera on the Fridays or whatever, but you can do that before, and then we can get into the conversation or whatever. You can stay here for an hour, you can stay here for 3. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? It's all love. But yeah, let's move on to going on back to the Clonaid shit. So, Clonaid, as we recently discussed, how Jamie Foxx was in a hospital not too far from Clonaid headquarters, or around there, you know what I'm saying? But as I got deeper into it, the guy that created Clonaid, where'd it go? Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna open here on my screen, so. Oh, that's, damn, I can't even. Hold on, let me find this for you. So, like I said, how Jamie Foxx did, they cloned Tyrone, that whole movie, shit like that, and how it kind of was like a background of his story, you know what I'm saying? Because the real Jamie Foxx wasn't even in. The real Jamie Foxx character, the character Slick Charles, the pimp on that clone Tyrone, was a clone of a clone, you know what I'm saying? Because he froze up when the master said these special words or whatever. The only person that didn't was Yo-Yo, you know? So even in that movie, they even had some type of truth to where, look, oh, this a clone of a clone, you know what I'm saying? The real, we would never know. We would never know if that's the real Jamie Foxx after this health condition or if that's a whole nother thing. He went completely black, and when he did say he was okay the 2 weeks before, he sent the actual video. 2 weeks before, it was just a pitch black thing saying we all right, this and that. And then his daughter was just like, yeah, we cool, we can't talk too much about the situation. That's what happens. When you can't talk about a situation that you want to give your fans personally, you know there's some shit going on with it, and you know there's some shit going up. So, you know, be on the lookout for certain shit like that. Read in between the lines, stay in between that. But like I was saying, he wasn't playing his whole character in the whole movie anyway. So, the founder of Clonaid, because he has a interest rail, but he changed his name or some shit. Rail. All right, so this is Clonaid. So you know how we talked about Clonaid, how they was the first ones to do the human cloning and all that shit, and animal cloning. They've been doing that shit forever, and we went on their website a little bit and read their services and shit. But I want y'all to just listen to this description given to us by Wikipedia. Well, this is by, I'm guessing it's on Wikipedia, but it's the first thing you look up whenever you look them up on Google. All right, so the founder of Clonaid, his name is Rail. Not like real, but rail. Like rail, like Rayleism. Rail. You know what I'm saying? I think it has to do with something like, not Islamic, Hinduism, Judaism, something like, it has something that stimulation. I don't know if it's in something, but let's read this description. Rail is a French journalist who founded and leads the Raelian movement. He's a French journalist, right? A French journalist. He's from the French. So where is the Roman Catholic Church? Where's the Vatican? You know what I'm saying? Where's the headquarters? Pay a fucking attention. You know what I'm saying? A French journalist who founded and leads, keyword leads, the Raelian movement, an international UFO religion. How can you be an international UFO religion and have a Clonaid thing where cloning is known for being used in the entertainment industry, for known being used with these higher ups and how they manipulate themselves on TV? You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? This is the shit you gotta read in between the lines to, but let's keep going. Before becoming a religious leader, Rail, then known as Claude Vorlenhon, worked as a sports car journalist, test driver for his car racing magazine Auto Pop. I'm telling you, man, religion is how to create a... Y'all need to go check out that series on Netflix, How to Create a Cult. You know what I'm saying? Go check that series out on Netflix. It's going to really get into the insight of how these people's minds work. All right, so he was born in 1946 at the age of... he's age 76 now in France, Vichy, France. You know what I'm saying? They only list one of his parents and two of his spouses. Well, it looked like he'd been married 2 times, and then he got a girlfriend. Whatever. And then really notable ideas or whatever. But his school say Rayleism. But check this out though. Rail founded Clonaid in March 1997. Shortly after the Dolly, the sheep cloning, believing that the process was important because the human species had been created by an extraterrestrial cloning project. This is how they linked this UFO and Area 51 to cloning, to how they put on this face facade as the Jews and the 13 families, you know what I'm saying? They run all of this shit. All of this shit goes together. He is from France, where the Vatican Church, mostly, I think that's where the Vatican Church is, in Rome, France, I think. No, Rome is in Italy, I believe. Where is the Vatican Church? But yeah, you get my point. So, Vatican Church. It's in Rome. Let's say Rome, where is the Vatican Church? Okay, so the Vatican Church, I gotta zoom out on Google Maps because it don't want to take, like, you look up where's the Vatican Church, it just want to send you to a bunch of churches around this area. I believe this is Italy though. Yes, in Italy. So not too far. France, where is France at? France is not too far from there, but it's still the European. It's still the Europeans, the French, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to take in perspective the Rothschild family in particular. The one man that took over, he kept using the name Rothschild, the banking system. They had a banking system. That's how they became so big. They was loaning money to governments. So one of his kids went to like all the places in Europe, you know what I'm saying? So all this shit coincide together, you feel me? So let's define human cloning. Human cloning is the creation of a genetically identical copy of a human. The term is generally used to refer to artificial human cloning, which is the reproduction of human cells and tissue. It does not refer to the natural conception and delivery of identical twins. Let's go back to their website. What are their services? Clonaid is the world's leading provider of reproductive human cloning services. Eve, the first clone baby, was born December 26, 2002, thanks to our team of highly skilled scientists. Since then, we've been able to help a number of patients have their own children through our cloning technology. Think about this. Why would I ever want, for one, why do I ever want to directly clone myself? You know what I'm saying? I don't want a child that directly represents me. That doesn't make them unique. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make them have their own, they don't have a natural spirit. So when they die, they just die. They don't have a natural spirit. They have a spirit based off of science. You know what I'm saying? That once that spirit died, that spirit is dead. It don't reincarnate. The only way you really get your true spirit and your physical body and how you maneuver and how you know shit off rip is based through basic conception. You know what I'm saying? Through the you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Good old sticking and jabbing. And having the mother carry it to term. You put in a little egg and incubating and shit, that's an artificial spirit being made, for one, already. That's already. Because there's no human connection to it. The baby is not naturally getting its nutrients from what is supposed to be the woman. You know what I'm saying? This is why the issue with all these different sexes and shit, that shit is bullshit. That is not, none of that shit is natural. And once you take the natural aspect out of something, there is no such thing as reincarnation for people. There is no such thing as their spirit moving on and seeing a whole different, another plane of shit. None of that shit. Because it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's not connected. It doesn't have nothing to latch on and grow and actually know right from wrong when it's first born. When you cloning this shit, these clones damn near gotta learn from day one. They don't, when they come out, they don't have a clue about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the 10 Commandments or the Bible itself sometimes can depict other religions and how they started branching off, but the real branch, how it really can come from the Jews, you know what I'm saying? Because why am I sitting here trying to relearn all this shit when I innately know that shit? Basically, in my spirit, I innately know that. Versus, and I need a book to tell me. You only need a book to tell you if your shit is artificial. And this is the way you artificially. So, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't, they turned Christianity, the Jews basically turned their religion into like Christianity, but because they made Jesus seem like he was a Christian. Whole time he's a Jew. You know You know what I'm saying? This is where the mindfuck comes. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta pay attention to the details of certain shit and how they word it to you, cause all this shit is one and the same. They just use different groups to slowly get people. Everybody's gonna conform at one thing and another in this world. You know what I'm saying? With these people, if we stay on this path of listening to these families and all that shit. Other than that, that's what's gonna happen. So, yeah. So look, they got a contact form on her and everything and stuff like that. This website, like I said, last copyrighted 2006 to 2009. That was when one of the internet bubbles happened, with a second internet bubble happened, and the housing market, the stock market, everything crashed in 2008. You know what I'm saying? So very ironic. You feel me? Obama came into office. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to some of these major events because they kind of tell a story, an interesting story. You know what I'm saying? So, this is about the procedure. I don't remember what this was. Oh, intro, IUI, intrauterine insemination. I know the last one, insemination. I don't know this first one, but they basically showing, this is basically saying it's a artificial insemination procedure for treating infertility, which I do have a reason why it could be possible, like it could be needed, but the cloning aspect is not fucking needed. All right, so let's move on. So Riverside, you know, is outside of San Bernardino, about an hour outside of Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying, outside the Los Angeles area, hour and a half, whatever. But Riverside is where the headquarters of Clonaid is, you know what I'm saying? And so I just looked in the area about some of the major hospitals, you know what I'm saying? I just looked in hospitals in Riverside, that's what I looked up. Couldn't find any. The ones I could find, some of them didn't even have pictures, reviews, didn't know what the fuck it looked like. One of them said it was, but they was only open specific hours out of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, certain shit be hiding in plain sight. For real. Like a lot of this shit be hiding in plain sight. You just gotta kind of read in between the lines with it. So, what is Israelism? Oh yeah, we already said what it was. UFO religion founded in 1970s by Claude Van Horn. So, like I said, he has an obsession with UFOs and cloning. Doesn't seem like he an alien his goddamn self. You feel me? Bridget Bossler. I don't know why I looked her up. I forgot why I looked her up. Oh yeah, she was a French chemist that was a Iranian religious leader, best known for her claim to have overseen the creation of the first human clone. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Bridget Bossler. And you can look her up and stuff like that. Her face would look like it's been real done or whatever. But yeah. I don't even know if you can hear that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna have to take the copyright because I have to figure that out. But yeah, she was one of the French chemists that overseeing the first cloning of the first human. So, you know, I had to kind of look at her a little bit. She didn't really have too much. She was also born in France. You see how this shit coming up from Europe? All this shit is based in Europe. You know what I'm saying? All this occultist shit, all this shit be based in Europe. You know what I'm saying? And they just slowly trying to integrate America. You realize this, America is nothing but one big ass corporation. One big ass corporation that's owned by banks. They got 13 federal banks. Guess who loaned money to them 13 banks? I mean, to them 12 banks or 9 banks, whatever. Let me make sure how many it is. How many national banks? U.S. federal banks. I think it's on like 9 or something like that, or some shit like that. I just know we got one here in St. Louis. U.S. federal. 12 reserve banks. 12 reserve banks. You feel me? And they tell you where they all at. The very first one being in Boston, second New York, Philadelphia, third, fourth Cleveland, fifth Richmond, Virginia, sixth Atlanta, And then so on, so 7 Chicago, 8 St. Louis, 9 Minneapolis, 10 Kansas City, 11 Dallas, and 1 in San Francisco. And 12 in San Francisco, you know what I'm saying? So, let's see if we can see a map of the 12 banks. Okay, so yeah. Basically, you got one for every region, basically. But New York is its own region. How ironic, you feel me? How I fucking ironic. So, District 8, which is my federal, with St. Louis Federal Bank. San Francisco. There's one in Kansas City and St. Louis. 4 hours away, and they put one in Kansas City and one in Missouri. I mean, one in St. Louis. Probably both of them in Missouri, on the Missouri side. One in Dallas, Atlanta. It's in control of the southeast region. Texas basically its own fucking federal bank, basically. Because they only take half of New Mexico and a half of Louisiana. What else controls the smallest amount? Number 2 with New York. New York only controls New York and whatever this other look. I think that's, no, they ain't New Jersey. They ain't even New Jersey. That's crazy. So yeah, that's Boston, that one. But yeah, so those that is what this is. So like I was saying, those 13 families loan these banks money to stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? They take in their these families' money, these super billionaires. They not even, we talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. You were a damn fool to not think Warren Buffett, what's the other white dude name? Mark Cuban, Charlie Munger, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Steve Wozniak, forgot Richard, whatever the nigga last name is, over Virgin Mobile. Damn, the billionaires of the world. The world's richest billionaires. Oh, Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Monaco Ortega, Mark Zuckerberg, that's what the white boy name is. Bernard Arnold, you know what I'm saying? That is the owner of Louis Vuitton. And he owns Hennessy. His whole company is LVMH, you know what I'm saying, which stands for Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the biggest brands black people wear? Louis Vuitton, they drink Hennessy, stereotypical, you know what I'm saying? Moet, the champagne. So you gotta pay attention to how some of these, like how they really perform off of. So yeah, I'm pretty sure all these billionaires report to those families, you know what I'm saying? Even though they got enough for themselves, the top 3 billionaires in the world can cover our whole infrastructure. Well, I mean the top ones in the United States. Whether it be Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, what's that, 5? Those 5 right there can shut our whole economy down. If they took all their money and dumped the entire economy, our shit will fucking shut down. That's why these 13 families loan this money out to them, because they will forever be in debt to these people. They control this shit. So, I want to show y'all this Rayleighism symbol, which was kind of crazy to me. Sorry, there's something in my nose. But this Rayleighism symbol, I really don't want to show it because it's in a mix between a swastika and the 6-star David. The swastika in the middle of the 6-star David. That is Rayleighism. That's what Rayleighism symbol is, and that's all I keep, you know what I'm saying, that's all I keep finding about the Rayleighism symbol. They say it's a radiant symbol. Anytime I see it, I look it up. So yeah, but a swastika inside of the 6-point star of David. The 6-point star of David is usually associated with what? The Jews. This is how you know they damn near killed themselves. or they did this to themselves. They mass incarcerated and killed millions of their own selves to kind of make them seem less or whatever. This is just my opinion. This is just my theory. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it to me. Don't take it to heart. That shit was tragic, but you know what I'm saying? They do weird shit like that. But the 6-point star of David deals with the Jews, and the swastika deals with killing the Jews. You bring both of those signs together, you can't tell me this ain't no one big ass circle. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff it might be sound like it's reaching, it might sound like that, but at the end of the day, you can't doubt it. Can't doubt it. You put two symbols together, one that's in this Jewish religion and the one that just completely fucks Jews, basically. And you put them shits together and you expect them to be out in this world just freely. You know they being scrutinized. You know they being watched. You know Freemasonry is on the 33rd degree, skull and bones. All these people are looked into this organization and been around this organization. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, see, Kanye, I didn't even know Kanye West posted it. This is an article for December 3rd. What is the meaning of the swastika cross into David's star? Symbol shared by Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know Kanye West posted it. And he posted it on Twitter. And they say what it really means. Let's say what it see, look. They said right here, this religion believes that human beings were sent to Earth as experiments by aliens with advanced technologies. This is their way of saying how intricate these pyramids are built, how intricate the Mayan ruins are built, how vast some of these structures that they built that we cannot even replicate with machinery on our own. And they say this is hundreds and hundreds of years old. You know what I'm saying? The believers consider Elohim to be the name of these extraterrestrial species. Elohim mistakenly came to be the gods in history, according to the Raeliism followers. Raeliism was founded in 1974 and has a number of active members since then. They believe the human race is formed from 40 human hybrids, which include Prophet, Buddha, and Jesus. What does this 40 human hybrid sound like? LGBTQ, 2+, A, QA, 9, IA, whatever the fuck, P, LMNO, I, H, all that shit. Sound very familiar, huh? How many is the LGBTQ up? I just call them the rainbow community because there's so many of them. How many sexes is the rainbow community up to? Pansexual, aerosexual, heterosexual would be considered. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, transsexual, queer, intersexual, whatever, asexual, pansexual. You know what I'm saying? Where are they all up to this shit? You know what I'm saying? Where does the 40 human hybrids sound like? So you can't tell me they not and they're doing some weird shit, some spicy shit, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that ain't natural. And this is just my opinion, you feel me? They have garnered attention due to their way of positively responding to women and LGBTQ rights and against nuclear testing. The only reason they respond to women and LGBTQ, for one, feminism has been the biggest thing blowing up within the last 20, 30 years, mostly in tune. You know what I'm saying? It started real strong in the late 90s. That's when they really started pushing off and going off. Then they gave it to black women in this fair exchange, and now they just act like they just too good for any fucking body, and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Same for the white women, same for the Hispanic. It's just not as preached to their cultures all of a sudden. White women got to a certain point, and they stopped talking up. They stopped speaking up. They started looking at the shit like, oh, well, we asked for too much. But some of them white women still going along with them black women, but it ain't as hard, it ain't as heavy. So you gotta start seeing where all this shit is coming from, y'all. Like, it's more than, a lot of this shit is not just coming because they pulled this shit out their ass. This shit is coming from people that spread their cultist ideas around. Like I said, go check out a cult, How to Create a Cult on Netflix. It's a great documentary. But yeah, then they even have a website called proswastika.org. I'm not leaving that in the description. You can go check it out on your own. But these are all the people that was pro swastika, that was pro with this. And the main religion I see behind this, it looked like Hinduism and Buddhism, I believe. It's just like, it's like that Indian font. I'm not necessarily sure which religion it was, but yeah. You go on this website and go check that shit out yourself. They talking about let's reclaim the swastika. On their umbrella, they have this symbol of racism on it. The swastika inside of the 6-pointed Star of David, and they want to bring the swastika back. Rail, www.rail.org, R-A-E-L. That sounds like a lot like Rail, the guy that created racism, the dude that created racism. Like I said, man, y'all have to be in tune to what's really going on in this world. Cause the truth is stranger than fiction around here, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that shit off. I can get this shit off here too. I ain't gotta talk about that no more. But the truth is stranger than fiction. You feel me? All I'm saying is pay attention, use your eyes, keep your ear keep one ear to the street, keep your eyes to a book, you know what I'm saying? And keep on learning, expanding, and truly, like, the real truth is truly mind fucking. And next time we're gonna talk about this whole thing about people talking about Antarctica being a giant hole into a whole nother world. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do some more research. We're gonna talk about that next Friday. But yeah, that's been this series to this 2-part series to this Clonaid and shit like that. And what Charleston White connects to this shit, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of groups and shit they have out there. You have to expose it to truth to see to try and find the truth, to try and see the truth, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, you'll never find it, you feel me? It'll always be hidden from you. But anyway, let's go do our coin market recap, and then we're gonna do our stock market recap, and then I need to get the word of the week. I need to find this page here. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna turn this back on so we can run through this real quick. But yeah, these are my top coins I'm looking at out of the top 100 on the first page of Coin Market Cap. These are the coins I'm looking at, shit like that, and 7-day averages. This is all I'm looking at. So Bitcoin finished off at $26.69, well, $57.69, and it's down and it's up 0.15%. Ethereum $1,652.59. That down just under 0.5%. XRP 52 cents, and they're finishing up for the 7-day of 3.66%. Cardano 26 cents, and they're down just under 0.73%, just under 0.75%. You know what I'm saying? Just under 0.75. Solana $20.37. They're down almost 5%. Polkadot $4.49. They're down just 0.18%. Polygon 54 cents. They're down just under 5.4%. Litecoin $65.32. They up almost 2%. Chainlink $6. They down 2.7%. Stellar 12 cents. They're up 5.5%. That's good. Cosmos $7.23. They're down over 4.5%. So it's buying season, man. Y'all better start racking up. I do a little bit at a time. The stock market has been treating me so fucking bad. I don't even want to look at that shit this week, because it just been fucking me and my 401k basically. But yeah, Keychainz 1 cent. They're up 55%. Pretty. The 603, that ain't really necessary because it's not a big deal. Maker $1,023, and they're down just over 5%. Graph 8 cents, they're down 1.75%. Algorand 9 cents, they're up 1.31%. Tizo 69 cents. 69 cents, they're up almost 0.2%. You know what I'm saying? Almost. EOS 58 cents, they're up just under 2.5%. And I think that's pretty much it for the rest of it. Yeah, the rest of these, I don't know how they made it this big, but they must got their own exchange. So yeah, that's been your weekly coin market recap. So let's go to FinViz, and then I'm gonna give y'all the word of the week, the song of the week, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. FinViz. All right, so the Dow finished up 0.73% at 34,346. NASDAQ finished up 0.94%, almost 1%, and they finished at 13,590. S&P 500 finished just under 2/3%, you know what I'm saying? Just under 2/3% at 4,405 for the week. And then Russell finished up just under 0.5% at 184. 184, the Russell 2000. So yeah, the hottest ones on the map look like Tesla did a hot finish today, finished the week hot. Intuitive Surgical, Intuit, Autodesk. These are some of the hottest ones that was popping today. PTC, Oracle, Adobe been on a run. Analog, On Semiconductor, Tesla, the Boeing Company, Hasbro. So yeah, and Solar Edge. So yeah, those been some of the biggest ones, the biggest gainers, the biggest losers for the end of the finish the week. FactSet Research Systems, Ulta Beauty, Advanced Auto Parts. Jesus Christ, did they say 5.6%? Nvidia finished down real bad. Warner Brothers finished down bad. Ooh, excuse me. And Insolect Corporation. You know what I'm saying? Those been your biggest gainers and your biggest losers out of the S&P 500. So yeah. Now, this week's word of the week will be let's see. Just divisiveness. Exacerbated, perversive. No, we're gonna do exacerbated. Exacerbate. But they say exacerbated. But exacerbate. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Exacerbate. Okay, well, I'm saying it. But anyway, this week's word of the week is exacerbate. You know what I'm saying? EXACERBATE. You know what I'm saying? It is a verb. You know what I'm saying? The definition, it is a verb. Damn, where is that song? That No Snakes was hard. I'm trying to find it. But shit, it was the break song. I can't even find it. Fuck. Hold on, let me see. Oh, my bad. It's a verb. It means make, in parentheses, a problem, bad situation, or a negative feeling worse. So to make worse is the definition. It's a verb. Exacerbate, you know what I'm saying? Make worse, but in terms of a problem, a bad situation, or a negative feeling. That's this week's word of the week. So you know what I'm saying? Trying to stay away from the exorbitant cost of land in urban areas only exacerbated the problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Is this? Yeah, that's it. I was like, damn, I ain't gonna never find it. But yeah, this week's song of the week is Reckless by Bray featuring JERO and 773 Plug, you know what I'm saying? So this week's word of the week. Got your song of the week, got your word of the week, got what you need to be reading on. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. I'm gonna see y'all later and stay tuned for Wind Down Wednesday and next Friday because we gonna be talking about some shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's 3. I think it was 3. No, it's supposed to be in part 2. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. What's your bitches? What's up? Reckless. I'm at that you breakfast and the bread and breakfast and the other to her bestie. Hey. Tell that bitch give me a minute. Ain't got no time in this life till I give me them digits. Who do I stay on my pivot? Know you could die anytime in this life that was scripted. You know we ain't no forgiveness. You pick your side and your side never knew you was with them. You know what you in this rhythm. Heat in the booth up, I'm hooked up, I'm true who hit them. Ain't no way you can right cause I'm used to them stealing. Nobody knew you was feeling. You capping, you lying, you act like you used to them killers. Hey, who know about this music shit? Who already up in the future with? They treated me like a lunatic. I'm smooth with it, I'm losing it. Who know about the music shit? Whether they future with? They treated me like a lunatic. They treated me like a lunatic. I just went to something on my fingers feeling sticky. I smoke on the excited.